Wow. Now this is interesting. What's going on, guys? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today we are back on the fan maps, a series where you guys create maps for me and I have a go at them, see if I can get a good score. They're generally meant to be tricky, but sometimes I pull some nice scores, and so hopefully I get some of those today. First one's by XMoney, long-time fan of the channel, and he said it's going to be some tricky and misleading locations. This time I'm making it a play along, by the way, so check out the links in the description. So let's put this one in here. Should be right here, and get straight into the first match here. So, zigzag map. That's what you should call it. Call it something like zigzag challenge map. Make 5 locations. So, will the first location load? Yes, it will. Okay, we have some kind of fjord or something like that. Big mountains. Snowy. And here is our main clue, this village down here. So, Canadian or Southern Hemisphere somewhere is my main thought here. Does not really feel too Greenlandic or something like that. I could be wrong. But it's kind of a distinctive shape, so I was thinking Canada, something like this. Could be Greece Fjord or something like that. I mean, it doesn't quite fit because it's kind of a two-pronged town. Although, actually, it could. Yeah, actually, I don't even mind that. If that was the first one I zoomed into, that would be insane, but something like that. I could definitely, because it's hilly and in some kind of a fjord. What about these ones down here? Could also fit for sure. But I kind of like where I put it, I must say. Now, yeah, unfortunately it doesn't quite fit because there'll be more land down here, but I hope we're somewhere near here. Okay, ends up being over here. Yeah, classic location. These ones over here, so Akutan. Wow, those places are so remote and crazy. This one is again in the Arctic, perhaps. Okay, not really sure what I think of this one though. Maybe I should just go for something different and put this one around the Georgia and South Sandwich Islands, or maybe even French Antarctic Islands or something like that. We're in kind of like a lake though, I'm like some kind of a bay. So maybe like here? I could see it. Why not? I'm happy to go for it. The sun does not really help us either, so let's go for it. Yeah. Just going to be Svalbard there. Okay, so in this bay here. Not going so well so far. And now we're underwater, so I can see why the scores were so low. This coral does not really give me anything much, so let's just guess in the Great Barrier Reef here. Over here, why not? Let's see. Yeah, ends up being Pitcairn Island. So, not too high scores so far. This one, I'm going to check down, see if we got any clues here. So, nothing. I was thinking, I've seen coverage like this in Easter Island. I could see Easter Island being a possibility here. We got white center lines. We're driving right-hand side of the road. Bollard's kind of unclear, but the climate seems right. So where's Easter Island again? I think it's this one here, right? Yeah, so I can see this one being it. And then we've kind of got the ocean to our south there. So something like that, maybe. Okay, nice. That was actually the center road there, but I remembered that kind of unofficial coverage, and the last one is broken, so I like to guess in Czechia, and it ends up being in Cancun. Okay, so we get 5,200 points, which seems to be about as many as what other people got, but yeah, this was the main one that was able to pull us over the edge there. The next one's made by Warakiri, and the top scores are about 16k, 9k, 5k. So 5k seems like a reasonable score to get for this one. Let's make it a challenge, shall we? And put that inside of here. Okay, now I've accidentally gone to the wrong tab. Okay, let's go for it. So how many points can we get on this? 5,000 seems to be benchmark. This one seems more gettable immediately. Somewhere in Russia. Looks like we have like some kind of a commie car, colorful fence. House could certainly be somewhere in Russia. This reminds me of the Kuril Islands over here. So that's my main thought here. Though it is a bit mountainous though. So would we get any mountains like that? Okay, we do. So yeah, I just want to find one that has at least some population on it here. Seems like a lot of them don't even have any, but maybe that one is possible. Seems like a long island as well. So let's take a look more at these cars. There's plenty of people here, so maybe we should be further up. I could see it being this one though. Yeah, okay, so something like this is what I want to say. It really seems like there are quite few people here, but this is my opinion, especially with this kind of like darker soil that we got going on over here. Yeah, I wonder what it's like living there, to be honest. We'll find out where this is, but this is my thought. Okay, not too bad, near Magadan there. So we're near Orla. Okay, so there's actually like a cliff on the waterfront here, which I didn't know about. But yeah, that's cool. Cool round. Okay, next one. We are in a city, some kind of a bustling city here. Blue number plate, so should be in China somewhere. 784. Not really sure. Yeah, okay, so okay, let's see if we got any like proper clues here. If I could read that, it would probably be very useful, but we can't. Yeah, so definitely China with the blue number plates. Feels like a big city as well. Definitely Chinese feeling. But yeah, I don't really know where to go. Just trying to think. I did think about Wuhan just because I know it's a big city and, you know, it's kind of relevant these days, so maybe there. I mean, it kind of feels correct with the climate because it should be somewhere pretty cold, so, or maybe even Hefei. I'm gonna go here. Ends up being all the way over here, Urumqi. So yeah, that's a tough round. Definitely looked like a normal Chinese city to me. Nothing to suggest that it would be up in Xinjiang, but yeah, whatever. 3.369 is not a great score. Next one we have some Trekker. Immediately this reminded me of British Indian Ocean territory. Just because it's like so idyllic, filled with like these ferns and stuff like that and palms. I bet there's like super white sand over there as well. So that's what I was thinking. Can't remember where this guy's cap is or whatever we can see on top of his head is, but I've definitely seen stuff like that there before. So let's just guess like over there, shall we? Oh, not bad, not bad. 200 k's away on these ones here. Okay, so yeah, British Indian Ocean territories has a lot of islands in it, so that kind of makes sense that we weren't too close, but 4k is a good result. All right, let's see what's next. Prayer flags here. We're definitely high altitude, probably somewhere in like Bhutan or China or Tibet or even Nepal. So one of those, I would say. Can't really tell by the looks of the people. She is very racially ambiguous. Couldn't really tell where she's from. Okay, these guys might look more Indian than some of them. So I might like Nepal here better. Although the mountains are not that tall, in all honesty. So yeah, maybe just nearby there. Or Kashmir even, or something like that. Could imagine this being anywhere around there, but I might just go in Nepal where the mountains are a bit shorter over here, shall I? Yeah, let's go for that. Okay, so it was opposite side in India, so that's why they looked Indian, because they were Indian. But yeah, still a decent score, I would say. Not bad. The next one feels African to me off the bat. I just like, whenever I see four-wheel drives in these challenge maps, it tends to always be somewhere in Africa. So we've got decent mountains here. Okay, we're in like a archipelago of some kind, because I see lots of mountains out in the ocean there. But this soil is very orange, so it's kind of a strange round, I must say. So, shouldn't be Pacific Islands. I wonder if it could be a Pacific Island here, you know? Just not really sure. So in terms of Africa, could be somewhere where we get some islands off the coast, but Gabon? No, it doesn't really fit to me. It doesn't really fit to me. Okay, maybe no, it doesn't. No, Tanzania doesn't fit either. I'm struggling to think what this might be. I think I'll just go for Madagascar, where we have some islands out here. By no means a confident guess, but maybe at least possible here. Okay, it was Australia. Wow. Wow. Exact right latitude there, but that kind of explains the soil color. Apart from that, I was not really feeling Australia. So there we go. We got 8,000, which I think was above par. Above par score there, so if we had have gotten a nice China guess, it could have all been even better, but there we go. So let us head into the next one here. Hard Zigzag, created by no username. I think this guy isn't even deleted his Discord, but should be an interesting one. Seems like a number of people have gotten good scores though, so maybe it isn't quite as hard as some of the other ones have been. So let's invite people here, go over here. All right, let's see how hard it actually is. First one, in the middle of the Arctic again, or no, maybe not, because this is looking to be Asian architecture. So then, I was thinking somewhere remote in Mongolia or China. Mongolia or China. I kind of thought somewhere over here would make sense, you know? Not really sure, because this house almost feels a bit Mongolian to me. I might not be right about that. I couldn't say I understand that part of the world too well, but that's my thought. And yeah, just kind of dryness of it as well would fit for this part of the world, like a It's the Gobi Desert, yeah. So I reckon somewhere around there would make sense. Okay, so it ends up being actually over in India again, just the same place as the last one. We were just there before and now we're here. But yeah, 700 points, not a fantastic effort. Really looked like a Chinese building more than an Indian one to me, but I guess it's right on the border. This one is interesting. On an island here, fairly sparse vegetation. Feels Southern Hemisphere if I had to say anything. Yeah, can't really tell too much about her or him. Yeah, Southern Hemisphere for sure. So, and we have a few islands here, including quite a mainland. So there are not too many islands off the south coast of South Africa, is something I've noticed about South Africa. Hardly any. So then, maybe a southern... I could see it being a southern, maybe it's a bit warm. It's a bit warm for Tasmania, maybe. Maybe it was one of these ones, then it would make more sense. I think they're all a bit too flat. Okay, then maybe here. Okay, so Cape Barren Island or Clark Island, I could see this at least. I can at least see this. The vegetation and rocks kind of seem at least somewhat correct, and we can see another island in the distance. Let's see here. Ooh, no. It felt very Southern Hemisphere to me. Ends up being just Tunisia and on Zembra Island, sorry. And yeah, 0 points to show for it. So not fantastic there. Okay, here we have some Midway Atoll coverage, surely. Look at all these birds. Yeah, this is typical Midway Atoll, but I feel like this might be the second. Well, look how small this island is. This is extremely random. Okay, so let's find Midway Atoll is here, and then there's like some random islands that could be this one. Okay, it could be that one, because I know there's just some random islands out here that have coverage, so, I mean, would make sense, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that one. I have no idea whether, like, how I could even work out if it was right or not. What about this one? Actually, maybe this is a better shape. This one's a better shape, let's go for that. Korea Atoll? Oh no. Okay, it was a different one. East Island. It's so random. The fact that we have coverage on these islands and not in some of the biggest countries in the world, for example, not even India or Pakistan or something, it's just ridiculous. Why did we need coverage here? Probably cost them a lot of money to do. Anyway, that is a hard one. This one looks like some kind of a gymnasium. I was thinking Japan off the bat. We got mask signs here, so recent coverage. Unless not. Bit of French, maybe. It seems French to me, so maybe I'm just trying to think in terms of, you know, challenge maps. We've got to be something random here. French Guiana, I mean. Could be Réunion or any number of things. I might go with French Guiana here, just because French plus date, right? Unless it's just in France, and that would be such a next level move. But yeah, as for me, I'll go in Cayenne. See? Surely not. It was just in France. Oh, in Monaco. Wow, in Monaco inside the sports hall. So it wasn't France at least, but not a good score either. And last one's in the pitch black. We've got a Toyota, couple of Toyotas here, and a big port. I have no idea where this is. Let's just go on Australia just because, you know, last time we saw some four-wheel drives was Australia. These blokes could be Aussie, that's for sure. Okay, so some kind of a harbour then. I don't really know. I was just thinking Brisbane maybe, but I don't really see anything that's actually too tempting on Brisbane. Maybe Gold Coast. Let's see Gold Coast. Let's go for that. Okay, this one was in Liberia, so I'm pretty sure those guys were white, but yeah, I guess it makes sense. So not with 2,000 points, but I think we're a long distance away in this one. 43,000 kilometers away. So 2 decent guesses and 3 that left a little bit to be desired there. Okay, so not to worry. Let's go in again here. This one's by Frey Kaiser and Fra Kaiser, and the top score is 24k, 6k, and 2k. So somewhere between 6 and 2 is where we should be aiming here. Hopefully the 6 side of things, but yeah, I don't have particularly high hopes for this one either. So let's head in here. The next, oh no, I've actually not copied the last one. Okay, well, I'll fix that up after. Regardless, let us go in here and play the map. Okay, here we go. White number plate at the front. This one is certainly interesting. Kind of glitchy as well. White number plate at the front almost feels like right-hand drive. Should be right-hand drive. So is this just a really nice African suburb? That's kind of what it struck me as. Southeast Asia or Africa. I guess the lanterns look more Southeast Asian, right? So maybe Vietnam. Vietnam is something I was thinking about here. He looks like he's driving left. He looks like he's driving right. Yeah, I could definitely see Vietnam, so I can't remember which is like the richer part of the country, but I'm going to go out in this town here. Okay, it was Vietnam. We get 2,600 points for it. Haiphong would have been a nicer hedge, perhaps, but we get 2.6k. It's good, all things considered. Oh, this one... Okay, this one also feels like a similar part of India, no? So, yeah, I mean, could easily be. Could easily be. So we've got like a valley. We've got some plantations here as well. Very high in the mountains. Check out this like a fog or like this mist. Feels very high rainfall. Very high rainfall indeed. 30 seconds to go here. I'm just gonna guess in the same place. What are the chances that 3 guys in a row put a location here? And yet, I kind of like it. I do kind of like it. So, otherwise over here or even further up into like Kashmir and all that, I could see, but yeah, I like this kind of area here most of all. So let's see if it's actually true. Oh wow, Iran. I'm so sure it was India, but okay, it makes sense. One thing I thought like without any people, it kind of looked like Lebanon. So that would put us kind of halfway between, but we only get 300 points that time. Okay. Next one. Ooh, interesting. Ancient architecture. This guy, strapping young lad, looking good. Alright, I was thinking Iran again. Similar kind of look, right? Or Lebanon, or... yeah, similar kind of place this time. Of course, like Turkey or Italy are always possible. Where does he look? He could even be North African, to be fair. Berber, something like that. Yeah, maybe North Africa here. Maybe Morocco or Algeria. Maybe I might go Algeria here, you know? Just trying to look at this architecture. Definitely feels ancient, that's for sure. Does not quite feel Tunisian, so I might actually go closer to Morocco for that reason, you know? Maybe near Casablanca here, that could work. Let's see. Oh wow, it was just Italy. Yeah. I mentioned that, but that's like a very ancient looking place. But yeah, very cool round indeed. 1,000 points, okay. So we need some good scores to come in now. This one's unofficial coverage. These houses almost look Japanese, if you know what I'm saying, but I don't think we're there. Probably northern Canada or Greenland or maybe even one of those southern islands as well. These ones are always so tough, you know? But yeah, these little houses, where are they going to be? Maybe northern Canada, you know? So let's go Fort Ross. Is that populated enough? Could be. Let's go for it. Okay. Wow. So, I said it looked kind of Japanese. We're not that far from Japan. But yeah, we were on this island, Bering Island here. And yeah, so we were on Bukta Buyan. Temporarily closed, interestingly. But yeah. Is this actually a town? Okay, so there's some things going on there. Wow, a lot of houses that just don't show up. Cool round, for sure. And the last one here. Okay, big cliff, kind of burnt. Bushfire damage, maybe? Feels like it. Thatched roof, some thatched roofs. Okay, so holiday makers here, that's for sure. Socotra was something that jumped to mind immediately, but the longer I look at it, the less I like it. But it could be like Yemen or something. Maybe Socotra's not even a bad idea, you know? But I don't think we have a bay like that there, do we? Okay, so if we were right here, we would see some mosques. We don't see any mosques, so I'm therefore thinking probably Yemen. Because it still has a similar look about it, doesn't it? So where do people like to go holidaying here? Just looking for anywhere where the cliffs go right to the water, because I'm sure there are places like that here. Okay, so yeah, it's actually kind of a tough shout. Let's see. Ends up being Angola, south of Luanda. Wow. I mean, yeah, I can see it, but it's not a round I've ever had. That kind of area is definitely tough. So we end up with 4,400, so not terrible. Vietnam being the best guess there. Everything else kind of ballpark. Yeah, you can see everything was kind of ballpark without being any good. So yeah, what can you say? Not terrible, but not great either. And here's the last one. Not even Google Maps could get 5,000 points. Good luck, Zigzag. There are some interesting surprises. So, yeah, top score of 12k, 10k, 7k. Let's go for that. Yeah, so 10k, I guess, being our goal for this one. Let's see how you guys do as well. And put that inside here. Okay, let's go. First one here. Feeling interesting. Wow, okay, so dude is going up the ski mountain. Very tall mountains here, so we can rule out Australia and many other places. North America or Europe, or just elsewhere. Kind of feels European, this building in the background to me. Could be like Slovakia or Poland. I remember having some interesting ski resorts around there. Kind of reminds me of those. French even. Okay, kind of like France. I don't really have too much to go off of here though. This guy, what does he look like? I don't know, could be like German or something? Really have no idea. I'm gonna go for France here though. Do we have any like good ski resorts that I can actually guess on in case of an insane guess? Not too much in the way. Mont Blanc is here. Let's go here. Alright, let's go there. Wow, that was in Pakistan. Okay. Was not expecting Pakistan. I think probably many of you guys won't have been either. But that was tough, for sure. Next one's Trekker. Interesting Trekker here. Okay. So, I'm pretty sure there's some Trekker on... Which island was I thinking of? This one here? That looks like it's in Vietnamese language though. Maybe these ones here or these ones here. So I feel like this might have some Trekker like this. Wouldn't be surprised. And then would we see mainland to the north? Maybe. That's the main thing that came to mind, was this kind of muddy water. But yeah, looking at this vegetation, could be like North American as well. That's another thought I had. But yeah, these kind of islands look quite Southeast Asian to me. So also these ones possible here in Thailand. Any Indo islands also possible, but I like Cambodia. Let's see. Okay, France. Okay, that was tough. Mont Michel. Is that actually true? Were we right there? Wow. So what islands could we see? I guess just that. Oh wow. Oh wow. Is that really? Okay, wow. That, I mean, it's Trekker, so it must be real, but yeah, that was a tough round for sure. Okay, next one. Some kind of a big snowy mountain here. I don't quite know where I'll put this one. Big snowy mountain, kind of a like yellowish rock, which is interesting. Maybe like a Turkish mountain. Not really sure if you get them this tall, but if it's the middle of the winter, you never know. That's the first thing that came to mind. Sometimes I just like to go on hunches in case they're good, you know. So we could be up here. I don't know. Doesn't really seem like too much is going on in this part of the country, but I do kind of like Turkey. It was just my first thought with these kind of yellowish rocks, so I mean, there's really not many clues going on here, so let's go for it. Surely not right. It's not. It's Colombia, so... Well, definitely wasn't thinking that either, so I guess we'll just have to live with that. 3 points. Okay, so not going well on this map so far yet. This one, dried up river, some kind. I was thinking Namibia. Sun is more so northern, so that might hint towards southern hemisphere. Like sandbars, I actually really like Namibia here, more than anything else. So somewhere out in the desert, but also not too deserty. Somewhere with a river, something like this, because we've got the sandbars, slight hills, and a river, so yeah, let's go around there. I think Namibia is actually kind of a good shout here, but I'm not sure where in Namibia, or even if we are, but I think Africa should be pretty safe. Let's see. Wow, that was Vietnam. Was it actually? I guess so. I mean, there's nothing to say it couldn't have been, to be fair. Just really interesting. So we are back on track for a terrible, terrible score here. Let's see if we can get some round 5 redemption. Wow. Now this is interesting. Hi, Zigzag. So we got this guy's backyard, presumably. We got cricket bats, okay. Milo 2-in-1, grey nickels. Wow. So Australian then. This is Milo 2-in-1 cricket bat is certainly an Australian thing. So which capital? I guess like Sydney or Melbourne makes sense here, that's for sure. So I guess we're going to get most of our points on this round. Darker brick, maybe Melbourne. Could be Adelaide. That would be a bit freaky if they were doing it from Adelaide. But I think one of the three probably makes the most sense here. House does, like, it's pretty tightly packed, so I think Melbourne or Sydney makes more sense. Grass, yeah, kind of could be either. This is kind of colder climate, kind of vegetation, but it could be anywhere. So let's go kind of like more inner Melbourne here, Brunswick area. Ends up being Sydney, so yeah, that was my second thought. Ends up being in, Leichhardt. I stayed in Leichhardt, and it kind of reminded me of a house near there, so, I doubt that's my friend who I know from there. If it was, hello, but there you go. Okay, so Sydney is 3,000 points, a tough one, but a very interesting round to end out the video. So hopefully you guys did a decent job there. No doubt some of you beat me on every single one here. Didn't play particularly well, but guys, thank you very much for watching. See you guys in a video very soon. Don't forget to submit your own maps, and yeah, till then, goodbye.